Okay, guys, I'm about a minute early, but so what? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. This is going to be one of those exciting streams, I hope. So thank you for joining us, and there's going to be a lot of chatter, and you guys are welcome to ask a lot of questions. There's no right and wrong, gents. Before we start, let's get that clear. This is my interpretation of it. So, if you've got a different one and you want to fly differently, that's up to you. I'm going to do my best to interpret the actual flight plan and the circle to land in the hold and stuff. So descend in the hold, all those things, and then we see what goes from there. Hello Mohammed, hello Paul, hello Confused Dad, hello Rab, hello Uncle John.
How's it, man?
Hello.
Are you ready to fly, Uncle John?
You ought to know the answer to that.
Fantastic. Okay, I'm not going to do this on IVO, gents, just because of the amount of work that goes in here, and I want to do this as a tutorial. Okay, so just bear that in mind. I will watch you guys anyway if you guys fly. And Paul, I'm looking at your picture. That is impressive. That is excellent.
Well,
wow.
I was saying to Mac yesterday that, were it not for his annoying encouragement, I wouldn't have got as fluent with this kind of thing. And also thanks to Sasso for the runway extension glide path angle business.
Excellent. Okay.
But as you say, there are probably dozens of ways of doing this.
Yes, and
complete raw data, or co-pilot barking out headings, and what altitude you're meant to be at what stage, or you're meant to be visual with the runway, so you just do it visual. I don't know. There's all kinds of ways.
Yeah.
But I interrupted.
No, that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the FMC up to Alpha Yankee Alpha NDB. I will then enter into the hold. Okay, from then I'm going to start setting up for the descent and use level change to get down to where I need to be. Then I'm going to leave the hold on heading select, do the turn, on heading 130, then 295 or whatever it is to come back. Then cross over the runway turn, heading, I think it was 025 to be in a downwind position. I'm going to fly to approximately, I would say 5 nautical mile final. I'll set that up in the FMC as well. You'll see in a minute. And then I'm literally going to fly and from there, turn around, go land. It brings me in a little bit higher than I want to be. I'll descend to about 100 foot above the MDA, just so that we don't break the MDA, and we'll turn short of hitting the mountains, and then we're gonna basically do a nosedive and land. So that's in a nutshell what we're gonna do. Mohammed, I am from South Africa. That is my country of birth, and I'm still here after all the years. Good evening, Scotsman. Well, properly is a difficult word. It's just my interpretation of it. That's how I started the stream. So we'll keep it at that. Make sure everybody understands that. It's just my interpretation. There's no such thing as right and wrong in this instance. But I'll do my best to make it plausible and feasible for you guys to go and recreate it if you want to. So we'll get to that. So now, right, I've done the loading bit. We should be fine there. I have literally gone down to 134 passengers, 500 kilograms of cargo, and I will be doing a flaps 40 landing just to assist a little bit. And if we can remember, guys, if one of my co-pilots here can remind me to do the bleeds off landing, that'll be swell. Thank you very much.
Owen had to remind me very last minute.
Yeah. No, it's a thing, it's a thing. So I landed this morning without it, and so I'm definitely gonna try remember now. Alright, I'm going to fly at flight level 250, which is just above the hard deck, and so we are not going to go very high. And if I just zoom in quickly just to show you here, I'm going to also show you how to set up the hold, and that hold is very important at 18,000 foot. Let me actually just show you the chart. Let's talk about the chart quickly. Alright, so this is the only chart that I could find for this airport. We are going to do a 1 minute hold situation. You see there 1 minute. So we're going to enter at a heading of 120. It will be a right hand pattern clockwise. We're going to use the NDB as the starting and ending points. We will then do the descent level change down to 16.5, 16 and 14.8 as we do our flying around there. While we are doing this, we'll start up our APU and get the bleeds thing sorted. Alright, so once we get to 16,000 foot there, we're going to descend obviously from 18 to 16 until we get to the NDB again. Then we're going to leave at a heading of 130, turn around 285, and it says there a minute again, 1 minute as well. Then we're going to go at the 90-degree angle straight over the runway. We're probably going to go for, I'm not sure if it's going to be a complete minute, but it's probably going to be about 5 miles. Just under a minute, I suppose. Then we're going to turn on a heading 250, if memory serves me correct, which will be a parallel downwind. We're going to obviously try and avoid the mountain over there. So at approximately 5 nautical miles, we're going to turn around and face the runway. At that point in time, we'll do the final lineup on the runway and the extended center line there, and we will do the descent best we can. It's going to be a bit of a fast one coming down from 13,600 will be my altitude around about there as we make the turn to base and then turn to finals. So yeah, I'll judge it a little bit better when we get there. So that is the idea. One thing of note is your maximum indicated speed is 185. So I'm going to use 180 knots at 18,000 feet to enter into the hold and to use the hold. I'm not going to go fly faster than 180 knots. That's comfortable for flaps 5 in the Boeing and will give you a reasonable view. A view from the cockpit as well. So it's going to be a little bit nose up, but not that much. And that's it. That's in a nutshell basically what we're going to do. 285 is not the final approach course by a long shot. I will set up the final approach course once I see that runway. It's totally different to what it says here. In actual fact, I think it's here. There we go. Yeah, it's 201. Sorry guys, I forgot there's another chart and it's 201. So that 285 is obviously assisting you with your whole hold and everything. You see there's your 285 and it's coming back to the 90-degree angle that you fly over this runway. So in a nutshell, that is how my mind is working. So we're gonna go put this into practice. I'm going to show you how I program the FMC and all. A little bit of background. Navigraph does not have this chart. I'll show you something quickly. Let's get this on screen. Navigraph basically ends over there at VUPUD. There's nothing further in Navigraph. So what I did to help myself was I got hold of my little nav map as usual. In actual fact, look, it's still got my track. You see the little dashed black line there? That's the actual track that I flew this morning when I was practicing this thing to make sure I know what I'm doing. You see there, very, very nice. So there's the initial hold. I then did my teardrop, went past, and it was about there, I think, just before the turn, or maybe just about there, that I disconnected and I literally hand flew down all the way to go there and do my landing. Turn around. Oh, this is amazing that it shows us this whole track. So yeah, not too bad, I think. Really nice. I'm gonna try my best to recreate this. Excellent, Scotsman. I've just read your message. It would be nice to fly with you, so we're keeping our thumbs crossed for that. If you guys are interested in this route, let me actually just copy it from here. I don't think I put it into my stream. Let's just put it here. See, edit. Quickly just put it down here. Yeah, flight plan, I'm going to quickly just pop it in there. So if you guys want to use the same flight plan, you just press Ctrl F5 and click on show more below the video. You're going to pick up on the flight plan. Yes, Steel, good morning, good morning. It's been a doozy, it's been wonderful. So I'm going to use a combination of Navigraph, what we see here, and also then this little thing. I'm going to clear my path now, okay, and I'm going to show you how to basically program the FMC my style. Alright, so let's get going. We did the alignment, that's on, that can come on. Just checking everything quickly. We can move you across so long. That's set up. Alright, I'm just going to cruise at 25. We'll be landing at 9,000, so there's not much margin there. Let's start programming this beast. SPJC SPHO Yeah, that's the right one, Scotsman. There is one in Discord as well. If you go to Discord to the training videos and scroll up a bit, there is an introduction one as well, if you want to watch that. Those two are like very important for IVO. Right, okay, so let's quickly look at our departure. That's 15. That's fine, we're not using any of those transitions. Then yes, where the fun starts. Alright, so what I did initially was I made this a 10 nautical mile extension. I realized it's too far, so I'm going to use a 5 nautical mile extension this time, just to extend the center line a little bit. I'm not going to use the flight path angle. That should be fine, good enough for me. Right, let's go to legs and check this out. Right, so there's a bit of engineering that now needs to happen. We're going to step through quickly and then come back and we'll talk about it. So there is Alpha Yankee Alpha, that's the airport. Alright, there you can see the extended center line, and you can also see end of descent, your RX-20. That is the point that we created with that 5 nautical mile extension. Alright, so I might actually just go a little bit further depending on where that mountain range exactly is, you know, just to give myself a nice long final so that I can descend properly, but that's going to be something in the back of my head. Owen, I'm not flying for the VA right now because I've already done this leg. I don't want to go mess it up at this point in time. You are more than welcome to fly with. I'm not on IVO because of everything that I need to do and show you, but you're more than welcome to join in. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to set up a hold. Now in the Zibo we have to go to the map view, and then we have to go to the hold button, and then we have to go fetch Aya. So that's Aya, and we're going to put it in there, and now we're going to have to look at this chart. So I'm going to do the following. Let's quickly put it this way. Not sure. Yeah, that's going to be a bit better to see. Okay, so what we need to look at is we obviously have the Alpha Yankee Alpha fix. Our inbound course needs to be set to 120, so we're going to pop in 120 over there, and all the indications here, there and there, tells us that, you know, we need to have a 1 minute hold. So we're going to change the time from 1.5 minutes down to 1 minute. And then we also need to read this again. Max indicated airspeed for procedure is 185. And like I said earlier, I'm going to do 180. And I'm going to do that at 18,000. And the 18,000 comes from here. You do the first hold at 18,000. And you enter into the hold there. Then what's going to happen is we're going to pop it here in at the top. And we're going to execute that one. Okay, so it's very important. What we're going to do is we're going to start at 18,000. While we are in that hold over there, I'm going to use level change. First of all, speed intervention. The moment we start our descent, I'm going to intervene in the speed, and I'm going to use my speed brake to brake as best I can to get to a 180 or close as possible. Maybe it will be to 200 to 10 to enter into the hold. We're obviously going to want to brake to get to 180 because that's what the chart asks us to do. Then we're going to use keep the 180 in the speed window. We're going to use level change, and we're actually going to descend to 16,000. It happens rather quickly. I think this morning, I took the first turn, and by the time I got by just in front of the last turn, I was already at 16, so it wasn't a problem. Then as we cross the runway, the airport there, we're going to go down to 14.8, make our turn, and as we come back and turn on the downwind leg, I'm actually going to go down to 13,600 because otherwise it's just going to be too high. You'll never make it. So we're going to go down to just above the MDA and do the circle till I come back. And that in a nutshell is basically what we've programmed there. So just to recap, 120 degrees inbound, 1 minute leg, 180 at 18,000. We did the execute. So if we go back, I'll take that thing off screen now. Right, if we go back to our plan view and we step through, we can do the rest of the engineering now. So you're going to see there's the hold that we want. Now, because everything after this is going to be either done visually, flying by hand, or on a heading select, we're going to use the MCP. There is no LNAV, VNAV operational. All I'm going to do now is just fill in the blanks. So I'm going to quickly go and step through and just bring this one up to there and this one up to there. So basically we are just completing the flight so that we can get a valid top of descent, end of descent situation. You see where all the calculations is then made, so we know that we will initially descend at the right place at the right time, kind of everything. Alright, and anything after that hold, like I said, going to RX20, which is our extension, that one over there, and so on, it will either be visual, flying by hand, or on the MCP. So by doing this, all the calculations should work. Alright, so we can go back to the map view, and while I am here, let's quickly go and grab the altimeter setting. 1016. Erwin, as far as I know, you don't have to fly them in sequence. I think it is better to fly them in sequence. I won't fly them out of sequence, but if you can get it to work out of sequence, I don't mind. At the end of the day, you won't get your reward if it doesn't like it, so it's a chance that you have to take. Alright, so let's quickly complete this setup. I'm using my same OFP from this morning. Like I said, I don't want to go and do this through the VA again and then we pick up issues. Alright, just need to make sure 57.5, yeah, good. Yeah, I don't know what the winds are. I'm just going to use the old ones, unless, hold on, I can go to my briefing. We can actually use the briefing in active sky. Let's quickly have a look, see. Temperatures 16, 036 at 2. Yeah, because we're flying so low. Totally different to what we used to. Right, so let's just go down to that one. Let's make that one 31. No normal. Right, take off 5 and there you go, 144. Right, then if we go back to the chart quickly, let's just have a look, see. Right, that chart, the NDB is 370, and if I move like this, you can see I've got 370 is active and 370 is active over there. We do not have any other aids, no ILS, no VOR that I'm aware of, and I did check. Right, 737, yes it is. Right, so what I'm going to do is we'll activate both ADFs there, and then we can have some cross references to where that NDB sits. I'm not going to worry about that. So 550, let's set this thing up.
Trim up.
Alright. Okay, I'm going to start my APU and start closing doors and get going. Paul, I'm going as fast as I can.
Oh, I'm gonna miss the landing. Terrible.
Take your smartphone with, man. Get some data and just watch it on the way.
If I did have a smartphone, then I would.
Okay.
Oh, painful. I shall just say mwahaha and speak later, I think, when the time comes.
Yeah, 100%. I forgot not to move that one. Right. Are you going to be out for a long time or not?
Maybe an hour or two.
Okay.
That's all. I wonder if you'll get any terrain warnings.
Yeah, you will. You will. Most definitely. There are quite a few terrain warnings. But you get them so close to the runway. I mean, you're literally busy landing, so you have to ignore them, which is part of the fun.
Yeah. Couldn't they be turned off on the first officer's side?
I'm sure you can.
One of the 3 or 4 switches?
I'm sure you can. Ooh. That's scary. Terrain there. Can switch them off. Ah, we'll keep them on. It's entertaining.
Hmm. What would a short final be without a few alarms going off?
You see? Exactly.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Change my aircraft to the shiny mix for a change. And it's closed the door for us. Excellent.
So connected and bypass being inserted, release parking bay.
Before start procedure.
Feedback, engine area is clear, you may start engines.
Walk around completed. Before start procedure.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Before start procedure completed.
Nope, it's not related, got nothing to do with Explain 12, it's just keeping up with all the developments. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Well, currently I'm the only one at this airport.
I'm here, I'm just not connected to Iveo, so.
That would help.
Problem is with everything that I'm gonna do. You know what? Hold on. I just don't have a flight plan file. Let me go see if I can do that for you. Hold on, then I'll join you. I have no problem with that. Good evening, Dave.
25N2.
Let
And in
me-
fact, it looks as if you and I are the only two that's going to do this flight.
Owen said that he also wants to do it. I just don't know if he's gonna connect or not.
No, I'm keeping the sequence, Nico. I'll do those other flights and
Okay.
see you in the flight behind this one.
Starter cutout.
Flight plan. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Operation complete. Set parking ready. Disconnecting to standby.
$25N2. Starter cutout. Engine start procedure completed.
So it's disconnected and bypass screen has been removed. I'm seeing another right. See you next time. Buen vuelo.
There you go. Come online, sir.
Got ya.
Right, and there is our pin. Taxi lights on. Let's go.
Flaps 5 set.
I hear you still. Hello, Steve. I've just noticed that my little bar at the top, it obviously does not recognize SPHO, so it's shown a full drawn line there already, but just understand it's not in its database apparently. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure completed.
The cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thank you. You ready, Uncle John?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the truck guy to clear off.
Okay.
It's not like you being in front of me.
I know. I don't know who's more excited tonight, me or you now. This was one heck of a flight this morning. I hope I can faithfully reproduce it.
This sorts the pilots out of the
Yeah,
possible pilots.
yeah, like I said, this is not for the pumpkin farmers, you know. If you want to fly this, you gotta know what you're doing. Not just pretend, you know. Right, Uncle John, I didn't do automatic Unicom because I didn't think I was going to fly online. So I'm just telling you I'm going to quickly go on to the runway and take off, okay? I'll tell you Toga.
Yeah, that's all I want, just a toga.
Let's quickly see. Right, okay. Everything looks fine. Going. Getting on.
Stabilized.
What's your takeoff speed, Nicker?
Approaching
144. I'm light, Uncle John. I've only got 134 packs and 500 kilograms cargo.
Okay.
On runway 15.
Toga.
Takeoff thrust set. Knots. Throttle hold.
Have fun.
Thank you, you too.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Come on, day. Woo-hoo, we're going.
Runway turn off, lights off.
This was a nice takeoff.
Flaps 1 set.
Yeah, nice view too. Would love to see it in the real world, man.
Flaps up. And set.
You did remember to start your 8 cars off, didn't you?
No, I'm not flying for the VA. I don't want to go and mess up my VA flight from this morning. I've never done a flight after the fact. So I don't know if it will possibly interfere with the existing flight that was logged already. So I just skipped
In this
it.
case, I won't log this one then either.
Yeah, I haven't tried it, so I don't know what the outcome will be, and I don't want to go and fly the third time just because I wanted to log it twice.
1000 to level off. Approaching transition.
Toga.
1000 to level off.
Enjoy, Uncle John.
Approaching transition.
Thank you, sir.
Transition altitude.
Right, so now the calm before the storm, guys. This is now when we build up courage and reread everything and try and remember everything.
What are we to remind you of?
Bleeds off.
APU.
Yes.
APU, yeah.
Yes.
What about saving a situation as well?
Yeah, I've got 3 situations saved, so I think I'll go to the next page and maybe just save some new ones on the second page then.
Hmm. Five minutes and I've got to go. Damn it.
Sorry, I know I asked you, but I can't remember. Are you going to be away long?
Yeah, I'm going to miss the landing, that's for sure.
Damn it.
I know. Never mind.
We didn't have power again. Just before you go, let me update you quickly. Okay?
Hmm.
So I've taken measurements. I've played around with this stupid UPS. At the 20% load, I only get 45 minutes to 50 minutes max. That's it. The funny thing is, when I switch my PC off and I switch the UPS back on, it ran another half an hour, no problem. Then the lights came back up. So there's definitely a load problem. Spoke to the UPS guy. He said he'll come bring me a new inverter and then he'll come and test everything himself tomorrow. So if need be, I'll keep the new inverter, because now we don't know, is it the inverter that's not charging the batteries, or did the inverter actually damage the batteries, you know?
Yes.
Because the second inverter runs like a charm, but the big one is just, it doesn't work. So I'm confident it's going to cost me a couple of $1,000, but I'll rather change it quickly, and then at least we know that the inverter is new and fresh and not 12 years old.
Yeah.
You know, so then we'll try again, and then I'll just have to save up for freaking batteries again if I have to. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we started talking that, actually, yeah, it's not supposed to just die in 8 months, eh? Not the stuff that I bought.
No.
Definitely.
Well, it's good that you're getting it properly investigated anyway.
Yeah, yeah, Wayne is a good guy. Known him for many years, eh? He's one of these old rockers. He used to play in a band, and he was friendly with some of the very well-known rockers for real, in the real world.
Yeah.
I won't name any names here, but yeah, he's one of these old happy guys, happy-go-lucky guys. A very nice guy. Love him to bits. So yeah, you're gonna enjoy it tomorrow when we can sort this out, I'm sure.
Alright, I'm gonna go, so I shall say mwahaha. And good luck.
Cheers, stay well.
Speak later. Bye bye.
Bye, Paul.
To level off.
1,000 to go.
You guys crack me up.
I feel so alive now.
Steve, it happens with an update. No, it's Navigraph. Navigraph does it periodically. So all you do is you go back to your Navigraph updater and rerun the updater. That's all. It does happen, and it's very annoying. I don't know how the hell they push Explain 10 onto an Explain 11, but it's something on their server. So just rerun the procedure and you'll be fine. I've never had it do it twice after a raid. It always fixes it by the second run. There we go, 250, and look how close the Earth is, eh? Right, so let us start the preparations. We don't want to be caught out. We said we're going to descend to 18,000. I'm doing this from memory quickly, so we're going to go to 18,000, definitely. I've changed the final approach course. Let's get this PDF on here. We don't want to use 285. That's the final approach course for that segment. We literally want the approach course for the runway because of me saying so. There's no other reason. You can obviously use 285, but it confused me this morning because when I added my 180 degrees, I didn't get the correct values, so that's why I seem to recall, I think it was 25 or something, I don't know, something like that was more closer to the real deal of flying downwind. Let's actually look at the chart. It will tell us exactly. There we have 0 to 1. Okay, so I was 4 degrees out, so we'll turn heading 0 to 1 when we go downwind. Okay, so that's the first thing. We definitely want to go down to 18,000. What I am going to do is I am going to use auto brake max, and like I said, we will prep for an landing flaps 40, right, just to make sure that we don't run off the runway or something. That really worked well for me this morning, so I'm not going to change the situation. Good. Now 1024. There's 1024, and we now need to break our finger spinning this thing. We need to get to 13,550.
Nico,
Yeah.
just confirming. Once you've completed the 285 return
Yeah.
over the runway, you're going to then change your heading to 021.
Correct, that's the downwind heading. So you're going to fly about 5 miles or so, not too far, and then turn downwind.
Yeah, come back in.
Yeah. So that's going to be
I did all that by
visual.
visual.
Yeah, yeah. I know you're good, Uncle John. I knew you could do it. I'm actually really proud of you that you did it. It was amazing. And I liked your write-up in the Zibo Pilots group. I mean, that enthusiasm. Yeah, your enthusiasm just shines through, man.
Well, I just thought some of the guys might enjoy doing it. And it's like putting a red rag to a bull, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come and try if you dare. Let's sort the men out from the boys' business.
Yeah. No pumpkin farmers. Yeah, I tell you what, I love my scenery here. It is just freaking awesome, man. I mean, I sat here the whole morning at this window checking it out. It was just, wow, it's spectacular. Look at those rocks over there. No, this is just this cool scenery. I'll get my head up just now, then you can see more. I just want to set up everything. Okay. That's done. I can go to the loo quickly. Alright, we're not going to worry about that one. Then we've got the ADF set up, so we've got them active. There you can see it's not talking yet, it's pointing way to the... Dave, you're welcome. Yeah, when you're ready. So, that takes care of some issues for us. I'm just going to take the terrain radar off so I can actually see where top of descent is. Alright, so it's a little bit there. Ooh.
Out of interest, what QNH have you got, Nico?
The QNH is 1024 and our minimums will be 13550.
Thank you.
Alright, Mrs. Meyer, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's a kind gesture. Look at that. Just look at that. Ah, look at that road. There's so much detail. It's spectacular. Right, so just need to make sure. I think we've got everything now. Alright, so yes, we've got that 18,000. We're going to go into that hold and then we'll sort out the rest. From 18,000 we're going to drop down to 6,000. Let's get that thing up again just to refresh our memory. So 18,000 dropping down to 16,000, then dropping to 14,800. Coming back we'll drop down to just above minimums. So if minimums is there 13,350, we'll go down to 13,600. Alright, we're going to cross over, go about 5 miles, turn 0 to 1. Before we hit the mountain, we're going to turn back and fly to land. We're going to be a little bit high, so we're going to have to dive. And one of the things I just want to tell you is from the beginning, is guys, have your hand on the speed brake. You must not let the speed run away from you. So, and for the other stories, we don't use this often, but this is one of those times where you are going to keep VNAV on and you're going to use the speed intervention initially to get at 180 knots at 18,000. So once you are there, we then going to keep the speed window open and we're going to use level change to come down. Okay, so we'll do that slowly so you can follow us. Thanks, Steve. Thank you, Mrs. Meyer. So, that's the great anticipation. Let's look at some more scenery. Ooh, look at this. This is, wow. Scotsman, you need to make some authors for yourself too. I've got some wonderful tutorials if you want to learn how to do this. Good settings. I mean, you can see it's really nice. Just amazing. And to think we are at 25,000 foot and look how close the rocks are. Tell you what, Uncle John, when I came into land earlier, I paused. You can see on those photos I put in the Zibo pilots group, I paused this plane and I went to look outside how close we actually came to that mountain to land there.
Yeah, it can be a bit scary.
Yeah. Ah, hello, Krister. Where's my mouse? I can't get to your message. Why? Come on.
I'm starving. A pie and a beer maybe.
Yeah, in South Africa, what I found is that Google is not that great, Bing neither. So I used the other one. I can't remember the name. What's it? ArcGIS was better for me in South Africa. But have a go. See what it can do for you. Aeronox, hello, hello. Uncle John, I'm just thinking out loud here. Listen to this.
I'm listening.
If I was a millionaire, okay, I would give $100,000 prize to the guy that did this flight the best, and we would get 100,000 guys trying to do this flight. I'd love to see who can do this really good.
I think it's all down to the planning.
Yeah, could be. I think so too, by the way.
You know, it's not like our normal flights. A to B.
Yeah.
Check your seat. Check your star. Runways, active runways. Get all your normal data and fly it. You can't do that with this.
Nope. You like the planning we did this morning, eh?
Blew me away.
Yeah.
Now I've got a nice white plane again.
Ah.
The 51.
Scotsman, yeah, we're not the worst. I know of at least 2 people that told me they crashed into the mountain on the first attempt. So you're definitely not the worst. You made it. Unless you crashed and you didn't tell me. But I've had a few reports now. Yeah, the chart is here on Discord. It's all over the freaking place at this time. I've just put it in the charts text room here in Discord if you guys want to have a look. So only solitary single one we could find, and then yesterday Angel gave me another one, but this is the better one, so I'm just using this one. No, you can't land at 02. If you had the chart and you read the chart, it actually tells you it's not permissible. You can only use runway 20. So 2 for takeoff is good, but because you can not go off at the same direction you come in. There's a whole story about that. Let me see if I can find it here. Takeoff is restricted to runway 2 and landing restricted to runway 20. Where is this thing? There. See there? So, yeah, it helps to get the charts. I don't know who got this, but I managed to find it on the internet anyway. Without it, it would have been, you know, VFR, try again. Right, we're getting close to top of descent now. And it looks like these mountains have grown. And so you should be, Scotsman.
I notice you've got to be quick when you're coming out of your hold as well, because it tries to turn left and you need to turn right.
Yeah, you need to have your finger on that heading button for sure, definitely.
For the 130 heading.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing that I also did was I increased my bank angle because you know, you don't want to get caught out with the aircraft taking too long to turn. So I just increased my bank angle to 30 degrees, Uncle John. I forgot to tell you that. You obviously
managed.
You did. Alright, so let's start braking. Right, ADFs. There we go. So there you can see they're pointing there and both pointing there.
You must just be about descending.
I'm just started. There's the airport. We're coming in at a really grand angle to get onto that hold. I must be honest, I was surprised that it worked out so nicely. Thank you so much. Okay, speed intervention, I'm gonna dial down to 180. Oops. And brake. Maybe I should have done that a little bit earlier, but it's okay. We'll brake nicely now. Thank you, Bjorn. I know. All part of the fun, eh? One 024, and you know what? I think I forgot to do this. Move back forecast. 1024. We need to make sure we've got that in play. Definitely. Make sure we've got the correct altitudes. There we go. Stopping nicely. Right. Once we go below 18, I'm going to start the APU. Flaps 1 to help slow down. Yeah, it's big, it's sluggish, it's a mess.
One set. Flaps 5 set.
And you can see we're at 180. And it's good enough for us right now. So, speed brake. Armed again.
Transition level. 1000 to level off.
Alright, so we need to go down just under 18 to get the APU going safely, more better. Doesn't really matter right now, but just for continuity of the way we teach. Right, so there you go. There's the airport. Okay, to recap, remember we said we're going to go down to 16,000 first. So we're going to go into the hold, take the first turn at least before we go down to 16. We'll use level change. As you can see, we're going to keep that speed window open. We're still on VNAV, but speed is intervening, and then we'll use level change to go down for the rest of the way. So there's 180 and 18,000 as we enter into the hold. Alright, I am going to change this to 130 according to the charts already. I don't want to have the plane get ahead of me. Thank you so much. I did actually work it out, but I didn't put it in. Let's actually go and do that. Close that. That's 27. VNAV forecast 27 1024. Okay, that's good enough. We're not worried about the winds. The winds is like 2 and 3 knots. It's insignificant. Right, so now I'm going to dial in 16,000. And just after the turn, we're gonna hit level change. Okay, what I want to do is also just go for terrain radar at this point in time. We don't need anything else. We don't need the weather and stuff like that. We can actually switch these guys off. So now you can see those arrows indicating it's picked up on the ADF. We've got a general direction that we need to go. There's the airport runway right there. Looks amazing, eh? Wow. Right, we don't have the speed brakes, that's fine. Okay, so let's go level change. And we will descend to 16,000 now. You'll see at some point just before we exit the hold, VNAV is going to totally bug out. There will be no indication of any LNAV, VNAV, nothing there. It's like it doesn't exist. And that's why it's important to be ahead of the aircraft, to have all the correct directions tuned and all. You ready, Uncle John?
Sí, señor.
Alright.
To level off.
Ooh, look who's that. Look who's that.
I wonder who that is above you.
Yeah. Oh. I was looking for you on my side then. I didn't realize, you know, where to look. Now I know. Right, there's 16,000. We're going to make our final turn now. I'm going to set this now down to 14.8. And the next level change after this will be to 13.6.
I'm already down to my 180.
And speed 180.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, speed is down.
Okay, and 18,000 feet for the hold.
Another 500.
Okay. Oh, you're good, eh? Really good. Wow, just look at this. This would not have been the same if I didn't have orthos, Uncle John.
Totally agree.
Oh, that's lovely. There's the runway. Alright, now you guys need to understand. You see that little magenta line is going to try and take you out once you arm and exit your hold, which we're going to do now. So we're going to go hold, arm and execute. We don't want to remain there, so just be careful. The moment you get there, you need to press the heading select so you actually continue on your track. Otherwise it's going to turn you out to the left. Alright, and the chart said out 130, back into 85. Yeah, absolutely looks awesome, man. It's unbelievably nice. It's sad about the discoloring, but even so, it's still, wow, it's still amazing. Right, so you can see we're going to go a little bit skewed to the right and then teardrop back over here.
Are you likely to be flying with Uncle John in the near future?
Honey, you have
What
no
am I
idea.
spot?
He's somewhere here next to me already.
I'm just starting the hold.
Okay, so you're just ahead of me somewhere. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, you see, now it's turning, so we go heading select to prevent it from going further. Alright, so now we're going to bug out there on heading select. And then we're going to fly, I'd say about 5 miles or so. Turn back. There's Uncle John. Yeah, it's a pleasure flying with you, sir. It's amazing to have you here in the air with me. Can't see you right now visually, but you're there. I know you're there. Uncle John?
Yes, sir.
You need to be on QNH 1024. I see you're 2,000 feet above me, so I think you're still on standard. So just make sure QNH 1024 and make sure you descend now to 16. It appears that way on my TCAS. Just check if it's reporting to me correctly. Wow, these clouds really obscure my view a little bit now. I don't want to go too far, but we also don't want to go too short out of this field.
Just to confirm, I need to be at 14.8 at the end of this.
14.8 after you pass, what's his name? Oh, that reminds me. 14.8 level change. I need to descend. That's what I missed. I have to go after you cross the runway. You need to then descend after you've exited the hold, and that's actually what I
I'm
did.
descending already.
All right, okay. I just did it a bit sooner. So we now need to turn to 85.
You got to come back again.
Yeah, I'm on my way back now. But I'm also descending now to 14.8, so APU 1, 2, 3. I've got 2 legs to go. I might wait till you guys are here and then I can fly the last 2 with you. Yeah, that'll be nice. Hello, Daza.
I've selected exit hold.
Okay.
I hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do.
Daza, you need to get the correct folder structure. It sounds like you don't have the correct folder structure. I mean, we all have it working, so it should very definitely work for you. Just put the correct folder structure in. I know the way that Jar Design packages their packages, it sometimes give extra folder depths and stuff, and you need to make sure that that's done correctly. Yeah, no, they're getting really close, really close. And there we have yeah, it's nice, man. Nice. Right, so there's the runway, Uncle John. Shit, we're gonna crash into each other because you descended too early. I'm gonna just deviate a little bit.
What's your language, sir? What's your language? We won't crash, trust me.
Yeah, I'm deviating already. Okay, so you're gonna pass on my right hand side.
Traffic.
Whoop whoop. Yeah, no,
I just changed my heading, 130.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you. Descend. Yeah. Let's turn more. You see, where you are now, you were supposed to start your descent now only. You descended a little bit too quickly.
Yeah, but I'm safe. I'm still safe.
Yeah.
Increase climb.
I think there's a number you need to dial when you land, so. Shivit.
What do you like?
Alright, okay, so now the minimums is 13,550, so we need to go down to 13,600. And we're going to do a level change there. I better start turning back a little bit because now I'm heavy off course. For sure, no, don't crash my shiny paintwork. Right, so what we are going to do now is once we turn onto the downwind 0 to 1, we're going to drop the gear and start increasing flaps. Yeah, it's really nice, It's like a freaking drug, this thing. You know, you get so immersed into this simulation.
Right, I'm going to come back on 285 now.
Okay, slow down, slow down. You must not be faster than 180 because
I'm at 180.
Yeah, I'm just saying don't be faster than that because I'm going to start slowing down once I turn downwind.
Well, I'll hold fast a bit then.
The runway should be long enough, so I'll roll through to the end. You just come, don't worry too much.
Right, I'm turning on to 285.
Right, I'm about to turn downwind now. Just want to let it go a little while longer. Alright, let's turn 0 to 1.
And I'm at the 10 mile marker.
Okay. Right, I'm turning 0 to 1 now for downwind, and once I'm level and straight, I'm gonna drop the gear, go flaps 15.
What altitude are you winding in?
13,600. Right, I have now slowed down to 160 knots, and I'm level at 13,620. It's supposed to go down to 13,600. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to keep our eye on the mountains, and there you can see there's our extended the extended portion of that runway and the end of descent over there. So
Airport elevation's 9,000, isn't it?
yes, sir. Okay. So you go up, you go up, you go down, and you go up. Alright, I've done my overhead. I am now safe.
What, you're on 021 now, are you?
Yeah. I actually saw that 0 to 1, according to the turn I made, was a bit wide, so I just brought it a little bit back. I'm currently on 0 to 8 because I overcompensated slightly. Alright, so now all I'm going to do is just check that mountain. I don't want to crash into that mountain, so approximately there I'm going to swing around for base and come in for finals. There's the runway. See that EN indicator there, that Q is a bit low, so we are high. We're going to have to dive a little bit, but with these mountains you can't take chances, and our MDA right there is 13,550, so we can't go lower at this point in time. I'm gonna let it ride a few more seconds. Right, I'm turning base. Right, once I'm level, I'm going to start using visual cues to try and align myself, and I'll also use my 2.5 nautical mile arc over there. Once I'm about 2.5 nautical miles from that extended runway, I'll start turning in. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So the runway should be somewhere there. There. Enjoy, Owen, enjoy. Alright, so let's see. There's Uncle John coming already. Wow.
Minimum.
Right, so we just want to do a good intercept of that center line we need to descend, so
Flaps 40 set.
thank you so much. There's the runway. I'm going to keep the auto throttle on just for a little bit of assistance. There's my runway coming, still descending. We need to get 3,000 foot lower to land, so we keep on descending. Just don't want to overspeed. Hello Armand, yeah, absolutely. Keep on descending, keep on descending. And this, my friends, is why you only land here in VFR conditions. Imagine having to do this when you can't see. There's no help, really. I like the fact that Ian is now there this morning. I swear I didn't even see it. I was concentrating so much. So there we go.
Taxi lights on.
Right, auto throttle is now off, so now I need to pay attention.
Approaching 20.
Runway turn off, lights off. Taxi lights off. Taxi lights on.
400.
Terrain.
300.
Terrain. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
200. 100.
Not sure why I missed that. Why I'm so skew, but anyway.
30. 20. 10.
Drift in a little bit. Right, safe.
Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
Uncle John, you can come and land. I'm out of your way.
60 knots.
3,000 feet remaining.
Brilliant landing.
Right, I'll wait for you at the other side, sir.
2,000 remaining.
Thank you so much.
1,000 remaining.
I'm just gonna quickly park here because why? I need to see this. Ah, he's already landed. Oh man. Uncle John's landed.
I've done it before, Nico.
I know. The problem is I wanted to see you land. No, I didn't see you land. After landing procedure. Anyway.
After landing procedure.
Well, bless you anyway.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for flying with. Great sport. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Not as much as the first time.
Yeah.
Because I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
But I still feel all the guys are going to absolutely love it. I mean, they're going to sweat.
Yeah,
After
you
landing
guys really
procedure
come and try it.
completed.
Even if you crash out the first time, don't worry about it. Just do it. Just come try
I mean,
again.
that landing was a little bit hard,
Mm-hmm.
but no more than what
On runway
the aircraft's
02.
designed for.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I went a bit off center line there for some reason, but you know, runway's wide.
Or get a picnic when you're in.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on. Ah, better. Yeah, Scotsman, thanks, man. Yeah, I agree. Everybody should come and try this. This is freaking crazy. I'm just sad Paul isn't here. I would have loved to do this with Paul and Mac, obviously, as well. I don't know, Scotsman. We'll find out soon. We'll go find a pub. We'll send you a postcard, tell you. Yeah, I loved it. Thank you everybody for watching and all your support. And thanks to everyone who's flying this tour. It's just amazing that you guys are so interested in it. Hey, said thank you, man. Yeah,
And I did all the packs, Nicker.
Okay, cool. You're welcome, Dave. Which airport is your home airport, just by the way? There we go. Okay, gotcha. You're welcome. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Thank you, Linda. Fancy seeing you, yeah, Uncle John.
Shutdown procedure
Hey,
completed.
hello, buddy. How are you?
Good. Yeah, this was fun.
What worries me is I think we've made that look too easy.
Yeah, but we practiced. We need to be honest. We did fly in here once before this early this morning, so we knew what to expect. So that's why we say, guys, don't feel bad if you don't make it the first time. You have to practice a little bit. That's all it is. Okay, I got my lights. All the lights are now off, and everybody should be happy. Okay. Anyway, guys, go enjoy yourself, whatever you do.
Oh, you hold up. I need to photograph.
Okay. I've already done my photograph. Don't know why it's not showing. Doesn't matter. Oh, there it comes. Thank you so much, Scotsman, and everybody else watching on Discord and there on the channel. Thank you, guys. See you later. Bye bye.